Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. As always, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, Rams and Patriots still a week away. We'll touch on that later. But as Coach said, the AFC coming in here on a 2-game win streak.
And I love the fact that it's back to AFC versus NFC. We had that little time frame with captain's picks, and there was no side. I didn't like that. So let's see if the NFC can get into it. Drew Brees will be their starting quarterback. Probably a little perturbed about how his season ended. And Patrick Mahomes from Kansas City. What a second season for that youngster.
Excitement? Well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw is Brees. And Jones has it over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. Jalen Ramsey of the Jags up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brees now. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So a nice chunk play running the football followed by that, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, maybe so, but they don't seem to be that concerned about it because when you got a big-time runner, you will trade a few of those for those big chunk explosive runs that he provides. Those add up over time, don't they?
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Brees. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
kick by Rosas is good. And the NFC out to an early 3-0 lead.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The AFC heading out on offense, and leading him is number 15 from the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, in his first ever Pro Bowl.
Get your tux, get your best suit. Let's head to the red carpet. NFL Honors is coming up, and he will be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP. And let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence of the Cowboys there on the tackle. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then, they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham. Nickname, Automatic.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. That sack by Khalil Mack. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 8 yards out. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down for Patrick Mahomes. What a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about, if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top, as we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The NFC looking to rewrite a little history as they lead this 2019 Pro Bowl at the break. Now remember, they've lost both of the previous Pro Bowls played here in Orlando. But maybe, just maybe, this is the one to break the streak. A lot still to play for in the second half as we go back to Camping World Stadium and break.
Entering pause screen resume.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And an alley to run. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's
resume.
scooped up by the NFC.
And instant replay. Entering pause screen resume.
Ready, 5-9.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 21 yards away. And the NFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And an AFC first down.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. Kyle Fuller of the Bears up to make the tackle.
Enter. Depth chart. Entering depth chart screen. 1 row 57 column. Slot. Slot 1. AHB selected. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 1. FB selected. Slot 2. Slot 1. WR select. Slot 5. Slot 6. Slot 4. Slot 3. Slot 6. Slot T selected. LT C selected. Slot 1. D C SLC QB selected.
Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and then last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. Breeze now on 1st down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he connects with Ertz. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down. He finds a way to convert.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Breeze. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosa's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Kyle Fuller of the Bears up to make the tackle.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Oh, design run for their wideout. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
They'll try and run for it with Connor, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely. Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
Legends. Ultimate Team. Pop-up dismiss. Missions. When you making bands can make friends, cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting, and I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and entering new items screen, we have 5 options. RJ Mack, Tim Patrick for silver WR670, James Washington for gold WR73 overall, Jeremiah Kadoku for gold 70 overall, LeSean Sims for gold Stevie 70 overall, RJ McIntosh for silver Ray 63 overall. Entering Reddraider88 screen, returning user reward, jump to level 10, unlocking mud features is entering pop-up. She let her call me baby, but I do not need a setter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game. Follow McKenzie for silver LG 62 overall. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. 2,000 points, point, Quixel collectible. Quixel is selected. Entering, yes. Entering, new items screen, 1 pack type, team selector, pack count 1 is team selector token collectible. Team selector maptic collectible. Theme selector token collectible. $3,000 points, coin, Quixel is select, enter, yes. Entering, new items screen, 1 pack type, get gold player count, Duke Johnson JR for gold HB 77 overall. $50 training Quixel collectible. Entering, new items screen, 1 pack type, level up, team selector token collectible. 60 to 81 average power up pass collectible. Entering, new items screen, 1 pack, entering, screen, 1 pack type, small training Quixel pack count 1 is selected. 460 training Quixel collectible. Missions. Entering mission select screen, you have 13 options. Juju wants to join your team. Bill Pastor. Build
Juju wants to entering mission steps screen. You have two options. Bane 5. Entering ways to complete. Entering the score touchdown. Game. Entering ways to complete screen. Play challenges is selected. Entering challenge selects. Entering starting off right sequence screen. You have two options. Gain 5 yards is selected. Gain 5 yards sequence setup. You have 8 options. Easy is selected. Play easy. Play solo.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this is your first Ultimate Challenge. Juju has built himself a pretty solid MUT team, and he is bringing it to you to get you rolling. Your goal is simple. Just pick up at least 5 yards on offense to get the win and unlock the next challenge. Let's get right to the action. And the Ultimates, their offense gets ready. First down and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. Fights off the defender. Wave goodbye. And all the way in for the touchdown. And just like that, you've won your first Ultimate Challenge and secured Juju's team once more.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it.
All right, next up, you must put the ball in the end zone to win this challenge. Do so, and you'll receive another star plus a Juju player item to add to your own lineup. And the offense getting set as they've got it first and goal from the 10. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Well done there. You've earned your second star plus a Juju wide receiver item.
Entering challenge. Entering new items screen 100 points. Entering new items screen. Matt Ryan Ultimate Trainers QB72 overall is selected. Entering Reddraider88 screen. Completed game / challenge is selected. Entering new items screen 100 points. Pat Tillman Master SS70 overall.
I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special.
Juju Smith-Schuster Ultimate Trainers WR72 overall. Entering Reddraider88 screen. Completed game / challenge is selected. Entering new items screen 100 points. Entering challenge select. Entering starting off right sequence screen. You have two options. Gain 5 yards is selected. Missions. Entering mission boost is selected. Build your core offense is selected.
Man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. She wanted
Entering mission steps screen, you have 2 options. Complete the second challenge is selected. Earn 6 stars in assemble your entering ways to complete screen. Play challenges is selected.
16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist.
Entering challenge select screen. Entering core offense sequence screen, you have 3 options. Keys open is selected.
Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Missions.
Big numbers. 100 minute back.
Entering ways to complete screen. Play chat. Entering mission steps. Entering mission entering campaign screen. Team, you have 5 options. Adjust lineup is selected. Lineup defense quarterback, you have 2 options. Bryce Petty Cordons QB 61 overall. Matt Castle. Bryce Petty Cordons QB 61 overall. Matt Ryan Ultimate Trainers QB 72 overall. Lineup Matt Castle Cordons QB 60 overall. Bryce Petty Cordons QB 61 overall. Lineup defense halfback Jack Aaron Raykovsky Jack was Ross Aaron Raykovsky Cordons FB 57 overall. Duke Johnson entering substitute entering warning pop-up D Johnson JRHG is not eligible. Lineup defense halfback Jeremy Hill Aaron Raykovsky Cordons FB 57 entering substitute for this position only. Lineup defense Jeremy Hill Cordons HB 61 overall. Duke John entering substitute player pop-up. Do you want to make lineup defense half wide receiver Brandon Coleman Niles Paul Cordons T62 overall. Juju James Washington entering substitute player pop-up. Substitute for this position only. Lineup defense Brandon J wide receiver Brandon LaFell. Fullback, you have Kenny Britt Cordons WR Terrell Pryor SR Cordons WR6 Kenny Britt Cordons WR 60 overall. Juju Smith Schuster Ultimate Trainers WR 72 overall. Lineup Terrell Pryor SR Cordons WR 61 overall. Juju Smith entering substitute player pop-up. Do you want to make lineup defense fullback, you have 2 options. Tommy Bahanan Cordons FB 61 overall is selected. Lineup defense full quarterback halfback wide receiver Brandon LaFell Cordons WR 61 overall is selected. Wide receiver left tackle, you have 2 German Andre Smith. Left guard, you have 2 options. Center, you have 2 options. John Sullivan Cordons C61 overall is selected. Lineup right tackle, you have 2 options. Jeremy Arnold Cordons RT 61 overall is selected. Lineup defense tight end, you have 3 options. Dianson defense middle linebacker right out Freeze right outs middle Barry Church Kurt Goldman Cordons SS 60 overall. Pat Tillman Master SS 70 overall. Lineup left outside linebacker, you have 2 options. Sam Acho Cordons Loeb 61 overall is selected. Lineup defense left out middle linebacker Zach Vigil Cordons MLB 61 overall. Right outside free safety, you have Ron Parker Cordons FS 60 overall. Lineup defense cornerback, you have 2 Cody Morris Claiborne Cordons CB6 cornerback Sherry Wright Cordons CB 60 overall is selected. Pat LeSean Sims entering substitute player pop-up. Do you want to make lineup defense right end, you have 2 options. Michael Johnson Cordons defensive tackle, you have 2 options. Dimitapico SR Cordons left end, you have 2 options. Alan Bailey Cordons La 61 overall is selected. Lineup left end, you have 2 options. Alan Bailey Cordons La 61 overall is selected. Lineup defense left end, you have 2 special teams punter Brian Enger Corgold P75 overall. Kick returner, you have 3 options. Jack was Rogers Cordons James Washington Corgold WR 67 overall. Lineup special teams kick returner you have 3 options. Entering ultimate team screen you have 5 settings. Item by store you have player you have 6 options. Challenges is selected.
48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back.
Entering challenge select screen you have 5 options. Assemble your team is selected. Entering ultimate team screen you have 5 options. You have 6 options. Challenges is selected. Well, you've completed an objective. Entering challenge. Entering assemble your team. Starting off right at milestones. Entering milestones screen you have 17 options. Tier 1 is selected. Entering a start core offense is selected. Entering core offense sequence screen you have 3 options. He's open sequence setup you have 8 options. Easy is selected. Just underscore cow is selected. Play solo.
It take a week to count it. Then I back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. I really need that.
Up next, you need to pass for at least 10 yards to win this challenge. You're using your own team now, but luckily, you have your new Juju wide receiver item to help you rack up those passing yards. Win, and you'll unlock another star. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got room. And he'll have it past me. Almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Ryan. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Excellent job getting the win. Now for your next challenge, you'll get the option to decide whether you want to play it on a 1- or 2-star difficulty setting. Remember, higher difficulty means more rewards.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no.
For this next game, you must pass for at least 20 yards. Win, and you'll earn a new player item. And remember, if you chose 1-star, you can always come back and attempt it on higher difficulty to earn more rewards. Here are the Raiders as they get set on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Great win, and now you've earned a new player item. You can replay this game at any time to attempt the 2-star difficulty to earn additional rewards, so keep that in mind. In the final game of the sequence, you'll get 3 difficulty options to choose.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now.
All right, your goal in this final game is to throw a touchdown pass. By choosing the 2-star difficulty, you'll have further to go, but you'll also earn additional rewards. Remember, you can always replay this game on the highest difficulty to earn all possible rewards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Congrats. By defeating this challenge, you've unlocked additional...
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just
entering challenge, entering new items screen 100 points. Entering red, entering new items screen 100, entering new items screen 100 points. Entering new items screen Todd Gurley II Ultimate Trainers HD 72 overall is entering new items screen 5 training. Greg Olsen Ultimate Trainers T72 overall. Entering Reddraider88 screen, you have 2 options. Entering challenge select. Entering core offense sequence. Entering assemble your team challenge. Entering challenge select screen, you have 5 options. Assemble your team is selected. Missions, play, sport, browse the store. Team, competitive team, you have 5 options. Adjust lineup is selected. Lineup offense quarterback, you have 2 options. Entering player options, QB1. Fullback, you have 2 options. Tommy Buchanan for bronze FD61 overall is selected. Offense wide receiver, you have 2 options. Todd Gurley, Tommy. Quarterback, you have 2 options. Halfback, Todd Gurley, Jeremy Hill. Wide receiver, Tim Patrick. Wide receiver, you have 2 options. Left tackle, you have 2 options. Defense middle linebacker, you have 4 options. Zach Vigil for bronze MLB 61 overall is selected. Entering ultimate team screen, you have 5 options. You have 5 options. Adjust lineup is selected. Lineup offense quarterback, you have 2 entering ultimate team settings. Entering game option Excel Dine play VoIP menu narration option is set to on. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
So I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar.
All right, your goal in this final game is to throw a touchdown pass. By choosing the highest difficulty, you'll have the most yards to go, but the payoff will be earning all possible rewards for this challenge. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. On first down, Ryan. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not quite enough that time, a little bit short. Try a lower star difficulty if you haven't already. But if you just need the 3rd star, you can keep trying, or you can always replay this at a later time if you prefer. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And His first look is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Congrats on getting the win on the highest difficulty option. You have
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part like them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a god. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a god. Never stopping, that's a loss. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they taking notice.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi.
For this next game, you must pass for at least 20 yards. Now, you've chosen to play this on the pro skill setting, which will earn you a player item and get you one step closer to an additional reward. Here are the Raiders as they get set on 1st and 10. On first down, Johnson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Ryan now off the bootleg. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Excellent job getting the win on the highest difficulty option. All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take out blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And now the offense getting set, first and 10. They'll run on first down. Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 2 there, second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, you can darn near...
And Johnson is in for a Raider touchdown. Nice job. Congratulations defeating the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. Here are the Raiders as they get set on first and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Pretty big plays there back-to-back to begin this drive, and now they're already on the edge of the end zone.
Yeah, first and goal, and this time for me, to pay off those big guys up front. The only way they want to see the ball in the air is on a toss or a pitch. They want to run it into the end zone and show true dominance as they've exhibited in this drive.
Here's Ryan to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 passes.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
3rd and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Here's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. All right, 25.
Now Ryan on 1st down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass back.
swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in.
All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's Solo Challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your keep. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again. Here are the Raiders as they get set on 1st and 10.
22. Hey, South. Under 10. 27.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. See you next time. All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Coming to you.
On first down, Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Play action, Ryan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always next time. And now the offense getting set, first and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. Room here to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time. All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. Here are the Raiders as they get set on first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target, and it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a...
And he is in! Touchdown, Raiders! All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit.
champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state brought me looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So from second and long. Now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game.
There goes Duke Johnson. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first. Goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And Johnson works his way in for an Oakland touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the early lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice pass start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you can get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now to the air, Dalton. And that's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 71 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Vigil, and the Bengals will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Dalton here from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. These two teams all tied after 1. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And it's caught. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The play fake. Here's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Play action. It's Ryan.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 34 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got...
All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Johnson running right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Johnson jostles free. Still on his feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Johnson. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, it's Johnson, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss and tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him. And he is in! Touchdown, Raiders! From 13 yards out. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. They'll run it with Johnson. And Johnson is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nice job. Congratulations. Defeating the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Hey, how it feel to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on
my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like.
All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They go play action here on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. That didn't work out this time, but there's always next time, and we'll see you next time right here. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Broniker. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. And incomplete to open things up. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
An effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
59, ready. 25.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And from the 25, they worked it. To the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
High throw, but the catch is made. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, Johnson. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
That's got to be a long day. 25, check 25, check 25.
Here's Johnson. .23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, it's Johnson. And Johnson works his way in for a Raider touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes